Today we'll discuss about circuit switching. In computer network, switching is very important. So before going to the details of circuit switching, let's see what is a switch. Actually, switch is a device which connects multiple communication lines together. So what kind of device it is? Let's see. Say this is a device and it is connecting multiple lines. Okay, so line 1, line 2, this way till line n. Here also line 1, line 2, this way till line n. So this is a switch. Alright. Now in case of a computer network, what we know, say this is a computer, this is another computer, this is another computer. So when these computers are connected to each other, then you can say this is a computer network. Alright, this is a computer network. Now in a computer network, what is the function of this switching? In a computer network, switching is the process of connecting the systems in such a way to make them as one-to-one communication. That means these computers which are there in a computer network, they will be connected to each other in such a way through switches that directly they are connected to each other, means one-to-one communication. Now let me draw a computer network where we'll see how these switches are connecting the network. So say this is a computer, this is another computer, this is another computer, and this side also we have some computers. Say this is one computer, this is another computer, this is another computer, and here we have a switch. This is another switch, this is another switch, and say this is another switch. Now these computers are connected to these switches. And further these switches are also connected to each other. Say this is computer 1 and this is say computer 2. Now what will happen when computer 1 will send some data to computer 2, then computer 1 will send the data to this switch, then the data will be forwarded to the next switch, then the data will be forwarded to the next switch, and finally it will reach to the destination. So here these are the switches we are using to transfer data. So this is called switching. I hope switching is clear to you. Different types of switching techniques are there. Among all the techniques, circuit switching and packet switching, these two are very popular. In case of circuit switching, what happens? It is used in public telephone network for transferring voice and data both. Initially it was developed to transfer voice, but it can transfer data also. A dedicated connection path is established between the sender and receiver in this. In this, the switches find out the route to transfer data to the destination. So the last image you have seen, let's see that once again. So in this you can see that these are the computers and these are the switches. So when this computer will send some data for this computer, what will happen? A dedicated path will be established. Okay, so this computer will forward the data to this switch, then further this switch will forward the data to this switch, and this switch will forward the data finally to this destination. So this way it works. I hope this is clear. Now let's try to understand this circuit switching. Actually, in circuit switching it has three phases for transferring data. The phase number one is what? First, the circuit has to be established. So how is it possible? Actually, when this computer needs to transfer some data to this computer, then it will send the data to this switch first, then from this switch to this switch the data will be transferred, and finally the data will be transferred to this destination computer. But before transferring the data, first it will establish a connection. So it will be connected to this. As it is connected to this switch, then this switch will find the proper route to reach to the destination. Say the switch here which is free now, so this switch will discover a route between this switch and this switch, and then this switch will finally connect this destination. This way a link will be established. This is the first phase. Alright, in second phase, when the link is established, then this computer will send the data, and through that link the data will be transferred to the destination. So this is called data transfer. Once the data transfer is over, there is no need of maintaining this connection anymore, so it will terminate this connection. So the three phases in circuit switching are what? First one is establishment of the connection, second phase is data transfer, and third phase is to terminate the connection. This data transfer from this computer to this computer may use frequency division multiplexing or time division multiplexing. Now let's see the properties of this circuit switching. Some properties are there. Let's try to understand those properties one by one. First one is inefficiency. Actually, what does it mean, inefficiency? So what is the inefficiency in this? So actually, you see, when data is being transferred using the connection established by the source computer and destination computer through the switches, then it is okay, fine. But when there is no data to be transferred, then the entire capacity of the connection will be wasted. That's why this is called inefficient. Second thing is delay. Actually, two types of delays are there. One is to establish the connection, that is you can say long initial delay, because when this computer will send a signal to this switch for transferring some data to this destination, then this switch will find out the proper route, and this way, step by step, a link will be established between source computer and destination computer. So it will take some time. That's why long initial delay is there, but once the connection is established, it can transfer the data very easily. So a low data delay is there, but long initial delay is there. That is the second property. And what about the third property? Actually, initially it was developed for voice traffic in public network, this circuit switching, but it can also be applied in case of data transfer nowadays. So I hope circuit switching is clear to you. Okay.